What's up guys, it's Brian here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys on a quick little tour of my apartment and the few LEGO setups that I have in this small apartment of mine. I gotta stop getting used to saying my apartment because it's now me and my wife's apartment, or my wife's and my apartment. I don't know the grammar, even though I have a degree in English. But anyway, it's my wife and I live here now, but there's a possibility that we could be moving very soon. So I wanted to make this video as kind of like for you guys and for me, kinda, to just show you guys my final little display of LEGO here. I've been moving things around and changing so much that because I've just been getting so much new LEGO and some new shelving back here and new lighting and stuff in the back of my apartment. And I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like before, within the next couple of months, it might end up getting torn down and moved somewhere else. So let me take you guys on a little tour of the LEGO setup in me and Hannah's apartment. So I'm gonna start back here in the dining area. Pardon any noise in the background, that's the dishwasher running. But we have a couple of little things on our dining room table. We have the flower bouquet. These are all technically Hannah's that are on the table, except for the pickup truck, which is mine. But the flower bouquet with the sunflowers added to it, it looks really nice on display out here, along with the succulents arranged like so. That's very fun. And the infamous butthole tiger. Those are all Hannah's sets, but they look very good on display on our dining room table. And yes, that is a giant mirror back there. If you haven't seen the apartment tour, this whole thing this whole wall is a mirror. But I did just get the pickup truck recently. That was a wedding present from my coworkers at the school that I work at. And I don't know where to put this thing yet. And honestly, it might just stay on the table here until we possibly move. So I don't really have any space for it. And you'll see what I mean in a minute when I show you the rest of my shelves. But that's the dining room table. Not a lot, but it's classy and it's nice to look at while we eat. And now we have over here the view from the couch, where you have the television with a couple of frames up there that are just not LEGO stuff, except for that. That's the LEGO patent over there, like a copy of the LEGO patent. So that's really fun. But we have two of my favorite sets of all time over here. The old fishing store and the medieval blacksmith. They just look so good together, especially under that LEGO print. It's just like the brown frame flows nicely into the brown aesthetics of these two. Love both of these sets, and I'm very glad they're prominently on display over here. Underneath the television, we have a shelf of LEGO down here. A couple of New York things. Most of you guys know I moved from New York to Michigan. So I've got the New York postcard. This is a great little set, and the mosaic in the background to make up like the skyline. Very, very cool. Like that a lot. We've got the Statue of Liberty brickheads and the entire Muppets CMF series on a display, minifigure display stand. I got it in Chicago, but this display stand is actually available on Etsy. Just search up minifigure display stands on Etsy and you'll find these rounded wood minifigure displays. They're really good. I have a lot of slots that are open, but I'm just using them to store the Muppets accessories. Love this CMF series so much. So glad I got all of them. And I liked having them in a prominent place where I can look at them all the time. Just a quick little fall setup down there. That's temporary, but it's got the new CMF with the turkey and that little poly bag of the farm. That's really neat with the Nintendo Switch behind it. On this side, the only LEGO is Hannah's Hogwarts book, one of those book sets. This is another minifigure stand. I got this on Etsy too. This one's actually sold out. I bought all 4 of them that the seller had, but it's a 3D printed minifigure stand. And you'll see in a second why I got these stands. I'll show them to you back there. But that's another one of Hannah's, the Hogwarts book. If we scoot over here past the Wii and the Mickey Mouse Funko Pop, we come to this little shelf. At the top of this shelf, we've got the Steamboat Willie and my custom Jaws boat. So the boats are up there, as well as those Jaws figures. I have full videos on all of this from a while back. This is one of my favorite shelves in my apartment, or in our apartment, is the little Disney castle, plus the Pooh Bear tree and the bonsai tree. Had to turn on that light over there for a sec. But the Pooh Bear tree and the bonsai tree surrounding the castle gives me 90s Magic Kingdom vibes when they had all those trees around the castle. I currently have the pink leaves on display. We switch them out every couple months or so just to give it a little change up. But I love this Disney shelf. It's just so fun. These two sets, like if I had to make a top 10 list of favorite sets of all time, these two would be in there for sure. And then we come down to another nautical level. We've got the sailboat, gift with purchase from last year with the box still back there. One of the few boxes I've kept just because I just love that box art so much. And it looks so good with the sailboat in front of it. As well as the ship in a bottle and that other new CMF figure, the captain with his boat costume, just the funniest thing. And then coming down here, we got the Yellow Submarine, as well as all my other CMFs that I just keep in that display case, and some Disney Brickheads as well. I was thinking about putting the pickup truck down here, but I'm not sure where that minifigure stand would go. So, because I just have so little space right now. So that is the setup where my television is, and all the Lego around it. I am gonna miss this setup quite a bit when we move, but still very much excited to move and actually have a Lego room of my own. Hoping this all works out still, but it's all in progress. And yeah, those are the shelves in my living room. Let's go behind the couch and see what my little Lego wall back there looks like. So now we come to back behind the couch. I've got that table over there that I use to work on things. We also just use it as like a throwing space to throw random things that we have. But here is the fun stuff. All of the Lego Star Wars stuff is all over here. The only thing that's not Star Wars is the office set that's right there. But I also installed these puck lights. I got them from Amazon. I got 2 packs of them, and it's gonna look a little wonky on camera because like the lights look like they're flashing, but they're not flashing. They're just stagnant lights, but that's just the way that it comes out from far away on my phone's camera. So maybe I'll turn that off in a second, but I really love the way that these lights are set up back here. So over here, we've got this stand of minifigures, and I want to redo this very soon because I just want to be able to put more figures on it. I think I might have made a video about this, or at least I showed it in an update video a while ago. But there's my miscellaneous Star Wars minifigures. I would love to expand this soon, and hopefully I will. The office is down there. It just looks so good with the light under it. And yeah, this set's a ton of fun. So much great stuff in that set. If you come up here, there's no Lego up here, but that's, oh yeah, there is, obviously, the Scout Trooper helmet. But some Funko Pops, as well as the Black Series Scout Trooper, and Wookiee the Pooh and Porglet 2, as well as a little wooden TIE Fighter. Hannah got me both of those, the TIE Fighter and the Wookiee the Pooh. From back when we were dating, she got me those. But now we come over to the Star Wars shelves. This is 3 of the exact same shelf. You can see where they divide. But there's 6 cubes in each shelf.Ey're from Target. They're Room Essentials brand, if you want to look that up. The shelves, they vary between going on, like, how much they're on sale. I got them for between, like, $24 and $30 a piece. So not a bad deal. You do have to assemble the whole thing, but they're pretty easy to put together, especially now that I've built 3 of them. I can build these things without the instructions. But we got the UCS Slave 1 up there with the minifigures. The Mando fighter from last year with the duel on Mandalore right there. The Razor Crest with a stand down here of a whole bunch of figures for Mando. There's a custom The Client minifigure and my custom Flame Trooper. We've got Mando's N1 Starfighter. And if you're wondering what these are displayed on, this one is on a drawer organizer from Target. Let me see if I can just pick this up real quick. That's what this is on. This is like $3 from Target. Maybe this one was $1. I don't remember. But they're from Target. They're just drawer organizers. And this one is on a glass, like just a drinking glass. There's a little bit of an extra support plate under there for you to for it to balance better. But you know, you don't have to spend $1,000 on good display stands. This one is also just a cup from Target. It's a threshold cup. This was like $3. It's a glass, and I just put Mando's fighter on there, and boom, it has a stand. Same thing with this one, just another drinking glass. But it gives it a cool illusion. I use that for a couple of my vehicles down here. I also made a custom little thing for Pelimoto and various related minifigures. We've got the 2018 X-Wing up here. It's not currently in flight mode, but I keep it in flight mode sometimes. Luke's land speeder down there, of course. Gotta have the land speeder on display, and gave it a little stand down there too. My little vignette of Luke with his training ball, as well as my fully customized 2019 Millennium Falcon. This thing is one of my favorite things in my collection now. I made a 27-minute video about all the modifications to this thing that I did over the summer. So if you want to check that video out, there'll be a link probably in the top right corner right now. This thing is so much better than all the sets that they've done that are in this scale. But yeah, I could look at this set for forever. It's just, I'm so happy with how this came out. So that's the top shelf. And these lights really are flashing for you guys, aren't they? So let's see what I can do to make that better. I don't want to turn it totally off. But anyway, this little cube is Return of the Jedi themed ATST figures from the Ewok Village. The Ewok Village is still in New York. And little shuttle Tidarium polybag. We got Palpatine's arrest here with Palpatine flying out of his chair. And Anakin back there rushing to save Palpatine. We've got a little Revenge of the Sith cube down here with the newest Jedi Interceptor from Anakin, my first LEGO Star Wars set ever, the Clone Skywalker, as well as my custom duel on Mustafar. Have a video on that on the channel too. This is a miscellaneous clones and their vehicles. You can kind of see what we got going on in here. Lots of fun stuff on that shelf. We've got one shelf on the Last Jedi. There's another Last Jedi shelf over there with the Porg and the Octu training, as well as my little vignette of Old Man Luke on Octu. We've got one of my newest additions to my collection is the Praetorian Guard battle, the Snoke Throne Room battle. And yeah, I bought Snoke and the Throne Room separately. I already had Rey and Kylo, as well as all of the figures from the battle packs. But yeah, I'm very happy to have that set in my collection. I know The Last Jedi gets a lot of hate, and I won't get political by discussing The Last Jedi, but I happen to like it, and I like that set. Here's a Force Awakens cube with BB-8 and a Microfighter, the duel on Starkiller Base, as well as, I don't know if I've shown this in a video, but this is my custom vignette of Han Solo's death, of them on the catwalk together. And that's about that. That's cool. Going up, we've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi duel. I'm going to modify this set a lot because I don't like it. I don't like a lot of it at all. I'm going to add lots of flames and everything. The minifigures are great. I got it for $35 from Meijer, so I'm happy with that purchase, but $50 is ridiculous. I'm going to make some serious mods to this thing. I still have the extra pieces in a little canister over there, and the instructions are underneath it. That's how new this is to the display. And let's see, let's go up. We've got Mando's Forge directly under the Razor Crest, so you've got a little Mando theme going on there, as well as the Brickheads. If we scoot over here, we've got a little bit of a Mando / Book of Boba kind of corner going on here, and we've got my extended hallway scene. I made a video about this too, and a couple of vignettes, one with my custom Mando Ahsoka, and the other one with Mando and Boba fighting together. So I like this one quite a bit. This one's also on one of those drawer organizers that I use for display. Bad Batch Shuttle down here with the minifigures on display there with their helmets off so you can see their awesome face prints. We've got the Jedi Starfighters down here, Anakin's from 2018 and Obi-Wan's from this year, as well as the box back there, just because I like that box art. And the box will probably won't survive the move, but still, I like it back there. We've got a little, I guess this is a Star Wars Rebels cube with the Phantom and Kanan, as well as the mini TIE Fighter from last year. This is a good little set. People give it a lot of hate, but it's a good little thing. I got it for a good discount too. So I like that set. And here's my other Force Awakens shelf. Maybe I'll try to reorganize these at some point to have the Force Awakens shelves next to each other. But again, I might be moving soon, so I don't really care. But we got the Special Forces TIE Fighter, the Microfighter Kylo Ren ship that I transformed into just like a mini-scale version. I made a video about this like 2 years ago. My custom Finn, there's also a video about him. Ignore that little bug down there, I'll get him later. And my Kylo Ren Brickheads. Coming up this shelf, we've got the Battle of Scarif, which I added a whole bunch more figures to. Just some more troopers on both sides. And I very much wanted to put this one under a light because I love this set so much. Coming up the Rogue One theme, we've got, or like Rogue One Original Trilogy, which is kind of what this little section is. We've got the Y-Wing from 2017, yeah. And then the A-Wing from 2016, 17, I don't remember. This one is also on one of those glasses from Target, but it looks clean. I really like the way that it looks with the glass display. Like the same thing with those. It's interesting, but it's like a nice DIY type thing. Over here, we've got Dagobah Island Training with the older minifigures from the older Dagobah set. This was a really good, a really cool little build. It's a very small thing, but I really like having it in this cube shelf because it fits perfectly. I had to modify this tree a little bit, but it fits very, very well. And last but not least, we come down here to the clones. This is what I bought those minifigure stands for that you saw the Harry Potter had. The four figure stands that fit the squads so nicely. I took apart that little mountain display because it was just taking up too much room. But I have Delta Squad, Beta Squad, and Rose Squad all on display on this little stand, on their little stands down there, as well as the vignettes you saw from a video that I made earlier this year with Rex, Gree, and Commander Cody, who's a custom. I don't have the new one yet. I'll get that ATTE at some point soon. But I love these little 4-figure stands. These were from Etsy. They were 3D printed, and I'm pretty sure they're sold out because they said they had 4 available, and I bought all 4 of them. So that's what I did with the Commandos. And they look really great with their little Commando squad stands. So that is the back of my apartment with all the Lego displays. I also have a Star Wars canvas up there and a Grogu print. And that is the back of the apartment. Love these little cube shelves. And I'm disappointed that I'm gonna have to take them down soon, but I'm excited to get to put them in a Lego room. Now let me show you my the bedroom real quick. I have a shelf in there that's pretty dark, but I'll still show you what I have in there anyway, because that's the last of my displays. All right, I've got my little lantern in my hand for some additional lighting. But here are my displays in the bedroom. I've got the Saturn V up there. That's been on top of this shelf since I lived in New York. It just fits so well up there. And yeah, I really enjoy that set. Over here, we've got some of the big clone stuff. We've got the Gunship, the ATTE, both the 2013 versions, the old Clone Troopers, the old man Clone Troopers. I got those on Bricklink a while ago and made some customizations to them. You can find that video on my channel too. We got the vehicles from a 501st Battle Pack, just to have on display. The Clone Command Center from the, what do you call it? The accessory pack. And let's see, what else is on this? Not much. I replaced the faces of the pilots with some of the newer clone faces. You can see those right there. But that is the top shelf. Skip over the baseball shelf to go to more Star Wars things. The 2014 Destroyer, one of my favorite sets of all time. We've got the 2 buildable figures, the Scarif Trooper and K2. The Sig Figs down there of Watermelon Studios and Fake Lego Leaks, that Instagram account. And General David is over there. I wanted to put him with the customs, but he didn't fit over there very well. The Exosuit is there chilling. Han and Chewie, a couple miscellaneous things. The Hoth Battle Pack, the Micro Fighters, R2-D2, 20th Anniversary Obi-Wan is down there too. We've got a Marvel shelf down here with a couple different things. The mech from What If, Thanos, the Asgard, the new Asgard set, Groot. We've got a custom build of the 3 Spider-Men on a chimney with MJ hanging there. Some CMF scattered throughout, the Avengers Tower, that set from, what do you call it? From Multiverse of Madness. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Covered that pretty fast. The Lego displays that are in the room currently. There's a bottom shelf of other like little knickknacks and stuff down there on the very bottom. So yeah, as you can see, I don't know where to put the pickup truck, but that is a problem for another time. So thank you guys very much for watching this video, this little tour of my Lego space and all of my little displays in this apartment, because we're probably going to be moving soon. So I wanted to show it off to you guys for kind of one final time in the apartment. And then I also wanted to make this video for myself so that I could see in the future what my displays looked like without taking a million pictures and everything. So I'm happy to have this video too so that I can say, hey, this was kind of my first Lego setup in the first place that I had for myself. But hopefully we'll be getting our house soon, and if everything works out, I'll have a nice Lego room, and I can't wait to make a video about that for you guys too. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, leave me a comment down below, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.